Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Unfortunately, today I have a really sad news about an accident at a cruise terminal that left 11 people in hospital and one passed away. And then an amazingly crazy story. You will not believe it when I tell you of a mother who left her 8-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter alone at home with no supervision to what? That's right, to go on a cruise. Our first story takes place in Honolulu at the cruise terminal there, where a shuttle bus had just dropped off passengers for a cruise and were about to embark other passengers when it got involved in an accident where it ran people up against a cement barriers that are there. And 11 people were injured. 3 of them had to be rushed to hospital. One of them is passed away. It's a very serious accident. The way the story is unraveling is that the driver was out of the vehicle and getting ready to do luggage and help guests when the vehicle started moving forward. The driver ran back to the truck, but instead of hitting the brake, he hit the gas. And the van leaped forward and right into the people who were standing in the front of the van. Horrible story. This is one of those things you really cannot plan for in any way. You're just either getting off your cruise ship and heading home, or you're heading to your cruise vacation, and you know it wasn't like intentional. It wasn't somebody who was just a bad driver. He panicked and tried to stop his vehicle, and his foot went to it could have even just slipped off the brake, right, and hit the gas instead. If he's jumping in and reaching, it's not a terrific story. We wish everybody there a speedy recovery, and condolences go out to the family of the person who passed away. And I imagine that driver is absolutely horrified at what happened. I cannot imagine being responsible for something as like that, especially when you know it was your mistake for your vehicle not being secured when you parked. It either, I don't know, hopefully they had the emergency brake on, hopefully the vehicle was in park, and it was just a faulty thing maybe that was just rolling forward at one point. But if he forgot to put it fully into park and had it in neutral and it rolled forward, that's his mistake. And I imagine there could be some charges coming forward in the future as well. Again, Honolulu shuttle bus accident, just one of those things. Always be aware of our surroundings, but this is one of those things you just can't plan for. Next, I have a horrific story that you will not believe about a mother abandoning her children to take a cruise. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the good stories to the bad stories, to help you mostly get prepared for your next cruise, keep you up to date with the cruising industry, the good, the bad, and prepare you for hopefully a much more enjoyable cruise, a much more safer cruise, and maybe even take some of the frustration and pricing out of your next cruise. I hope you'll join us along. It doesn't cost anything, and it really does help the channel out when you subscribe and hit the like and make a comment, and I really do appreciate it. Okay, this story is so disturbing on so many levels. A 29-year-old woman apparently was seen by her neighbors. She lives in a fairly nice apartment building. Well, they call it a luxury apartment building in Texas. And she was leaving on April 4th. People saw her leaving, and she had her luggage with her and left. Well, people noticed one thing she didn't leave with, and that was her 8-year-old son and her 6-year-old daughter. And after not seeing her the rest of the day, people started getting concerned and they actually called the fire department and the police to check on them. And the fire department did enter the apartment, where they found the 2 children unsupervised, the smell of urine throughout the apartment, leftover food, and basically all alone. Now, the mother apparently left a phone and a Wi-Fi camera, and that's how she was keeping in touch and looking after her children while she was out partying on a cruise ship. You know, a cruise ship. One of the most family-friendly things you can do is go on a cruise. But she left them at home. Now, much to her surprise, when she arrived back home, she was arrested by police for child abandonment and child endangerment. Neighbors are kind of surprised and shocked. And I guess the world is kind of surprised and shocked when you think that you would leave an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old for 5 or 6 days unsupervised, alone in an apartment building. I mean, what could possibly happen? Well, they could burn the apartment down, they could die. That's one thing. People could break in, anything could happen. Neighbors who are not so nice could notice that, hey, these kids are alone now. It's so many bad things that could happen. I don't know what was going through this woman's mind. I really don't. And to be honest, I'm okay saying what mind, because, oh my God, chances are of her getting these children back now are going to be very slim, especially, well, right now the children have been taken away and are staying with another family member, which begs the question, if there's other family members around that the children can go to, could she not have arranged babysitting? Could she not have arranged somebody to be looking after the children for 5 days? You can afford to go on a cruise, but you can't afford to have anybody look after the children when you're gone. Family members, friends, neighbors, anybody. Anybody. I know it's hard sometimes when you're a single parent and you're raising young kids, and sometimes you just need to blow off steam, but you don't go and blow off steam by abandoning your children at home. I just shake my head when I found this story. I'll follow along and find out exactly what happens to her in the future. But she was arrested by police, and the children are out of her care right now, and I don't think she's going to be getting them back anytime soon. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Is this just crazy? Have you heard anything like this in the past? Would you even consider doing something like this? Let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And don't leave your children to go on a cruise.